Yeah. He's very well spread out. We have like one a day.
Cool. Oh, yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I know, we need some Red Bull, man.
Hey guys, today we are hooking up with one of the few all-girl bands that are actually good role models for you ladies. They've grown up and so has their music, and check out Inside the Hollow, their latest CD. Look how pretty they are. Let's go find Lillix. You guys hooked up with an awesome producer, Jeff Saltzman, who did the Killer's first record. So how did this all happen?
We just, we liked his record. We liked the way the Killers sound. We decided to just give it a shot and send down our demos. And we lucked out because he'd never heard of us before. He never saw any of our videos. He didn't know anything about it. He just heard our new demos, and he loved it. We were like, oh, he probably thinks we're so lame compared to the Killers. He probably thinks we're some kiddie pop group like a lot of people did, which wasn't true. And but he was really great. What we liked about him is he's very honest. If something we played was bad, he's like, that's terrible, do it again. And that's exactly what you need in a producer, not somebody to lie to you and then go change it behind your back.
I read this. I don't know if it was all of you or some of you are Hanson fans.
They came out at the prime time. We were 13 years old, and we were just starting out our band, and we looked at them. They played instruments. They wrote their own songs. So, that definitely influenced us when we were 13 years old. There's so many undercover obsessed Hanson fans lots of my friends are, it's a cult. It seriously is. I mean, I like Hanson, I'm not gonna lie.
Now, you guys have been doing blogs for Fashion 18. You were quite open about talking about the past, and you were told, this is totally ridiculous, you were told to go fat camp. Can you elaborate on this?
We were not only told, we were threatened and forced to go to a fat camp. We were blackmailed, pretty much. They said, if you don't do this, then your album's not going to come out. We're not models, we're musicians here, so it really affected both of us. It was a slap in the face. And we were just kids, We're just kids. We got our baby fat. We had a baby fat, and they just saw it as, I don't know, we didn't look exactly like Britney Spears or something ridiculous, and I don't know. It's all about the way. The best part was, we were there for 3 weeks straight, and we had to hike up mountains for 8 hours, up the glaciers every day. This is our schedule. 5 a.m., wake up, do an hour and a half of yoga, then go climb a mountain to glaciers for 8 hours, come back, do another hour and a half of yoga, and then do 2 hours of personal training. And we didn't lose any weight. Yeah, that's the best part. We didn't lose a pound.
We are very fortunate to have grown up that much in this industry and learned so much that nothing will ever like that will ever happen again. We're so much more aware of how to get what you want without making the major sacrifices.
And I think being young, you don't necessarily know what you want. Like you sort of do, but you don't know how to convince people because you're young. They don't take you seriously. And I think the fact that we're older and we worked with a producer who believed in us and let us do what we wanted, but yet directed us in the right direction. I think, everything happens for a reason, and we're just happy to be where we are today, and we love our record, and that's it.
We are going across to, I think, Saskatchewan, whatever. Saskatchewan. Furthest we're going, and then back, and then November we're going to be heading across the country.
Oh, yes, the new Veruca Salt.
The new Veruca Salt.
Exciting. Were you guys big fans before?
Yeah, we were. I was a huge fan,
Have you met them before?
I haven't, but
well, they're friends of mine, and my girlfriend is their bass player, so I kind of know them.
So you're all hooked up here.
A little bit, yeah.
Cool. Make sure you check them out. That's going to be an awesome tour. Get the album Inside the Hollow. Thanks, ladies.
Thank you.
Okay, some guys that get our shows will give us their numbers and stuff like that, but, we have signed a couple nipples in our time.